So what is now going on, huh?
I don't know what Maitri Sananda told you that was wrong with me, because I don't know what's wrong with me.
No, I mean, she said about herself, yeah. I mean, it's some sort of autoimmune, yeah. But if we believe this stuff, I mean, whatever the doctors tell us, I mean, this becomes, manifested within ourselves.
Yeah, identification with the label is never a good
Yes,
thing.
and also with symptoms, that we, yeah, I mean.
So that's what I wanted to ask you, like this kind of self-preservation instinct with the body, like it's kind of an attachment to the body in a way.
Well, what do you mean with self-preservation instinct?
Like wanting to keep the body at a certain health level or homeostasis or something.
That's not attachment. That is, common sense.
Okay, so it's because I'm very much like a mind that exists. And it just happens to be in this body. Like
That is also an illusion.
Yes, I know. But that's kind of
You're pretty much in this damn body, yeah?
my conception, and it's been like that my whole life. It's like this is just some kind of useless.
Yeah. I mean, this is very specific to a specific kind of people, who are just in their minds and never care about the body.
Yeah.
So you really have to get deeper into the body because you have it, yeah, and you use it, And most of these people, yeah, I mean, they never care very much about the body, but that doesn't mean that they don't have the same. They still have the same kind of attachment as everybody else.
It's just completely.
It's off. It's off the screen, yeah. And that's why when we meditate, we suddenly realize, oh, we have a body.
And when you're sick, you really realize you have a body because your attention is very naturally drawn into the...
Yes, and you get worried.
Yes. Worried that I want the pain to go away so that I can...
Not only that the pain goes away, worried, worried about all sorts of things, imagining to have this kind of sickness or that kind of sickness, or that you die, or yeah. I mean, when we really get sick.
Right, and I see that when you follow it all back, and you're like, where's the problem? Where's the problem? What's the problem? What's the problem? It all comes down to death. Yeah. And so.
And there you see the attachment. Yeah.
But then I see, if you let go of, again, it's all conceptual, so what's the point? Yeah.
It is very difficult for us, who have lived all their life in the mind, yeah? I mean, it takes some time, to get used to that you have a body, And the best thing is, you sit and then go through pain, yeah? Investigate pain, because then you realize you have a body, yeah?
So when I do pain investigation, the first thing I need to overcome, and sometimes I totally fail with it, is it's the anxiety of oh shit, I have this body and this pain, and the anxiety becomes more painful than the pain itself. So then you're just investigating the emotional pain that comes from that realization.
No.
That's not
No. Don't.
Don't investigate the anxiety. Because if I don't investigate the anxiety, then it overwhelms me, and I give up.
Yeah, then okay, yes.
So
in this case,
investigate the anxiety.
But what comes before the anxiety?
The pain.
Yeah, and then why don't you investigate when the pain is there? Investigate the pain. Where is it? Yeah.
So what I've noticed is I have to, if the anxiety comes up, I have to investigate the anxiety such that it dissolves. Because if that doesn't dissolve, then I'll quit. I'm out. So I have to get past the anxiety to get back to the pain again, and then I can investigate the pain. I'm sorry, it's consistent. It's the way it works.
I mean, don't make it so complicated, yeah? Huh? The anxiety, erupts erupts because of the thoughts around the pain. But if you start, if the pain becomes so strong, if you start to investigate the pain, there are no other thoughts that create this anxiety, because you get interested in about the question, what actually is pain? How actually does feel pain? Where actually is it located? And then how can anxiety arise?
So when I do investigate where the pain is, you talk about questions, is it in the bones, is it in the flesh, is it in the muscles? And when I ask those questions, I realize that I can't relate it to anything like that because those things don't exist.
What don't exist? Bones?
Flesh and bones and muscles.
Of course they do exist.
Yes, but when my mind, when my eyes are closed and my mind is calm, they're conceptions. I have to create them when I ask the question, is the pain in the flesh? I would have to create the flesh.
No, you have to go and feel the flesh. And you feel the bones. And you feel the muscles. I mean, how can you not feel your body? I mean, for you, a good training to get in touch with the body is this method of going through the body, point-wise by point-wise.
This is actually the best way for me to get to
samadhi. Yeah, you have to get in touch with the body. And that is, for people who have never realized that they have a body, this is where you actually feel. You feel the skin, you feel the hair, you feel the,
This body scan has been the best tool for me.
Yeah. And you have to really develop it even deeper, so that you not only feel, feel the hair or feel the skin, but also feel the bone, and then go through the bone and feel the brain. So each time you do it, over the time it gets deeper and deeper and deeper inside. And then you don't have to conceptualize anything.
Honestly, it's like my biggest blind spot. It's just
I know. It is people who are in brains, They have only one thing, The brain and the tank, You remember that book? Well, it was in the end of the 70s, There were good books, about the. I mean, how do we know that we are not the brain in a tank,
I mean, we could be. Or virtual reality, and we're just dreaming it up somewhere in another time.
But when you cut your finger off, that it's...
You still feel the pain. But that could also just be the projection in the...
Well, you see the blood, you see your finger lying
also
there.
Part of the projection. But I
No,
still feel the pain, and I still feel it.
So get in touch,
Just body, body.
Accept the pain, because that is something you don't want to.
That's part of the anxiety, right?
That's where the anxiety comes. Why doesn't the pain go away? Or do I die? Yes, you will die, but not now. The acceptance of the pain before we can even start to question, things is the most important thing. Feel it throughout, breathe it in,
And the body contemplation, part of it I feel that I need to focus more on is the 5 daily recollections. Like this, the body is subject to sickness, aging, and death. Like this, I feel is very connected because again, it's all conceptual. It doesn't feel real in a way.
Well, then go back to when you went to school. When you learned to walk, when you learned to talk. Go back to this experience, because the experience is there.
I can try.
I mean, if you can't, then go back year by year, until you come to birth, The pain of birth is, is nearly as big as the pain of death,
I mean, every baby comes into the world screaming. It can't be a pleasant thing.
And the mother is screaming, and the baby is screaming, and the baby nearly dies in this narrow tunnel, I mean, it spreads
The
through.
light at the end of the tunnel, like, yes, welcome.
Yeah? And then what does it do? You know, I mean, try to remember what happened, yeah? And go through these experiences, yeah? And then go through experience, you know, of sickness, you know, when you really felt so sick that you couldn't move anything, yeah? Well, what happened? Yeah? We think we died. Huh? This thought, as long as the sickness is so strong, you know, there's the thought of death always around.
I would rather die.
What?
I would rather die.
Yeah, but you don't. Well, that's not the way out, yeah. Huh? But the moment the sickness is gone, where's the thought of death? And we never think about this, you know, these contradictions, you know, that we constantly place ourselves in contradictions. Yeah?
Everything I see in life is a paradox. It's just...
Yeah, and especially, you know, the more, that's why Linda Mahaprabhu said, the more we study, the more stupid we are in the Dhamma. Yeah? Because everything happens in our mind, you know, and it's just like these, you know, these ivory towers, you know, our profs, yeah. There was another good book, you know, the prof that took his head for his wife, yeah, mistook his head for the wife, yeah. It's like that. We are only in our mind, you know, we don't even realize unless we really get sick, and then people realize, we have a body. Or when people come to meditation, then they realize, oh damn it, you know, the whole problem is you know, it's all about the body, you know, it's not about our meditation. Yeah, and then realize it, you know, really feel it, you know, really feel the body, yeah.
This is the biggest hurdle I have. Body.
Yeah. Welcome to the realm of the body. And yeah, I often say to most of the Westerners, yeah, because not hardly anybody, you know, is within his body, you know, he's in the world, you know, that he creates, that he imagines, you know, and the body is not so important. Yeah. And the world that we live in is the world of our imagination, yeah. And we just use the body, you know, to get from this place to that place, yeah. But even while we go to this place, we don't even realize, you know, that we have a body, yeah? Because we are already, you know, in the future, yeah? Or in the past. Okay.
Yeah, the present moment is also a big blind spot.
What?
The present moment is also a big blind spot. I realize that the way my mind works is that it's constantly creating future based on past.
Yeah, of course.
Never,
yeah, that is a normal thing.
You can see it.
Yeah, I mean, if you can see it, you're already a step further. Most people don't see it, yeah?
Yeah, no, it's just all a creation and a projection.
Yeah, but don't put so much emphasis on these labels. You have to put much more emphasis. What the hell is going on in this body? What is the feeling? Yeah, and there's constantly a sensation. How can you not feel that?
Because I'm doing other things. Yeah.
Because you think, and that's why you don't feel it.
Yeah.
I mean, turn off the mind engine, and you instantly are in the real world of the, you know.
When you switch to the body, you can't help but be here because this happens now. Like you can't create this sensation.
Yeah, and that's why pain is so good, yeah? Because it forces you to be in the body. Yeah?
Retraining this mind.
It's not easy. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, I was just listening.
And then, I mean, don't talk so far away from it. Huh? And as I said before, you know, I mean, don't come, you know, one after the other. Huh? Huh?
Because sometimes it's personal. I don't know if I should listen
What?
or not. Sometimes it's personal and I'm shy
No,
to...
I mean, if somebody sits here, it's open. Yeah? Unless he requests something that it is private. Yeah? Why should we have anything private anyway?
We would like to. For
Yeah,
shame,
yeah. Especially women like to have something private. Oh, it's very special. It's very
I'm
special. I don't want to share. Yeah, I don't want to know that other people know about this problem. You have the same problem as he, and he has the same problem as you. They are just a different shade of gray.
It's a specialness.
Yeah, yeah. Women. Huh?
So next time I'll come and...
I told you before, it doesn't matter who it is, Ludovic, it's the same thing, he waits out there and then he comes later on and I sit here for hours.
Yes. So next time someone told me if it's personal...
If you're interested in listening to, even if you don't have the question, then you can come up, and listen to. Yeah?
Yeah.
But don't disturb the questions.
Yeah. Maybe also sharing about the experience I had yesterday.
Yeah.
So I focused on Dhamma, and it was very extreme, very strong. And then I feel the mind very fast, very many mind moments came.
Yeah.
It was. I think first time it was so fast. I see that your mind is usually like normal, but suddenly it's very fast. It was kind of intense.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was before I wanted to sleep. I thought about the Buddha and compassion, and then I felt like a blanket of I don't know, like white like blanket. I don't know.
Yeah.
And feel the whole body. After that, I don't remember what happened. But I remember after being very sharp, my mind very sharp. Little sensitive, but very sharp. Very clear.
Yeah, that is good. It's a good sign, yeah. So, I mean, once the mind is sharp and once the mind is clear, then you go into the investigation of the body, because it can see through, yeah. It's just like a laser, who cuts through everything. But if the mind is unclear, it's like an unsharp knife where you want to, cut hardwood, yeah. Don't get anything off. Yeah? Okay.
So,
yeah, I mean, keep on training. Let's just, like I said last time, keep on the Buddha, keep on the Dhamma, as long as you can, I mean, and you will see that the mind gets really focused in. Yeah? Once it gets focused in, once you realize that it is even too difficult to form this one sort of Dhamma, yeah? Then you jump to the knowing.
Yeah, I'm still
Yeah. I mean, that is trial and error. There's no right and there's no wrong, yeah? I mean, it is like, a teacher tells you how to dance on a rope, I mean, how to walk on a rope, yeah? And he says left, you go left and fall off, yeah? He says right, yeah? But he says balance it out, Yeah, one time you have to go right, one time you have to go left, then you have to go right again, yeah? Or lean to the right, lean to the left, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, this is something that every one of you have to test out, through trial and error, yeah? Do I have to force it a little bit more so that it gets clearer, or do I have to relax and feel it more, yeah? And then I feel it more, and then it gets off the track, and then I have to force it again. And this is the way, yeah?
Yeah, I wasn't. I'm trying different things, and I don't want to. I don't know how to say it even. Maybe I'm trying different things, and I hope it's okay, because maybe it's not the right style that you teach, but if it's working, I'm trying.
I mean, that depends on, as long as you with your object of Buddha or Dhamma or Sangha or the breath, yeah, then it is okay, yeah.
Yeah, so, okay.
I mean, samatha has to have one object, yeah, be it a word, repetition of word, or be it the breath, observing the breath. And the most important thing for samatha is observing.
So then, body investigation, talking about the body scan, you're not with the breath at the same time as that, right? You're with the part that you're investigating.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes it's good, to keep the focus, yeah.
Okay.
Not to observe the breath, but to keep the focus somewhere that when the focus is gone. Yeah? But if you're good at it, then you don't need the focus there. But in the beginning, the mind drifts off very easily. You just have one point and then it drifts off. Yeah. So be careful. Yeah, be careful.
So in the body you can stay with the object, like the nails. You can stay
Yeah.
with the nails, no problem.
No problem. Yeah. You can stay with the hair, and it becomes more and more detailed, yeah. And also, if you're not familiar with your body, do the body scan, yeah. Yeah, scanning, point by point, feel it, If you can't feel it, just go to the next.
Yes, that's my strategy. Yeah, I think I use Aya Kema's method. Maybe
Yeah.
you know it.
Of course, I've studied with her for 2 years.
A
Yeah?
slightly different version of Aya Kema's method, but basically the same. That Lee
Yeah.
Brasington taught.
What?
Lee Brasington?
I have no idea. But anyway, as long as you feel it, it's okay. Yeah. If you can't feel it, go to the next.
Okay,
Yeah.
just move on.
And that is, for the body scan is great. For going to see where problems arise in the body. Yeah? There you see something is stiff or something is contracted. Yeah. And then once you finish the body scan, go to these areas and loose it up. Yeah. And then you see there's some emotion connected to this. And then you have to deal with this. Yeah. And that's how the chitta is so powerful. It can do so many things. Yeah. But we feel so huh? I can't do it.
Too scared too easily.
What?
Like too scared too easily or something.
What you then investigate what you're scared of.
Exactly.
Huh? You're not scared of death. Yeah, you're scared of the pain of death. Who's scared of death? As long as he has not done really grave sins. Yeah, because then he knows he goes to hell, and then he doesn't want to die. Yeah. That are people. When we look at the world, people who are really scared to die, who don't want to die, have done lots of grave sins, yeah? And they know exactly where they go. And that's why they don't want to die yet, yeah? But they don't even want to change their ways, yeah? People who go to heaven, how can they be scared of death? They're looking actually forward, yeah? It is much more comfortable to be up in heaven, yeah, than to be on this earth, yeah. But it is more valuable to be here on this earth, and to investigate it, because after heaven you will dump into hell. Yeah. So the question is, you want to go first to hell and then to heaven, or first to heaven and then to hell?
I want out.
Yeah, but then you have to do long way, yeah? Okay?